Hey everyone, I'm Simon from Pearlywinks Craft Supplies, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the new stencil collections that we are launching within Atelier, how you can turn them into stencils and use the coordinating backing papers to go alongside them. So first of all, you just add them to wherever you add your collection to. So I've already got mine here. So I'm going to click on the stencil collection and then I'm going to scroll down. So we've got the stencils at the bottom and we've got the backing papers. We've got the contact sheets as well. So in this collection, this one is Stencil Christmas Collection. We've got, I'll just make these bigger so you can see. Just close that menu down. Just load all of these up so you can see what we've got. So we have got 20 backing papers. So you've got your marble effect ones, you've got your foils, your glitters, and some lovely other sparkly ones on there as well. So that's your backing papers. Then we've got 5 of the bonus sentiments. So you've got Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, Let It Snow, Merry Christmas, and Oh Christmas Tree. Now, these stencils will all work as stencils as well. So if you've got scan and cut, print them out, send it through your scan and cut, and then you can use your Mylar or whatever within your scan and cut. I've made sure that all of these work perfectly with the scan and cut as well. And then finally, we've got 10 Christmas stencils. So you've got lovely poinsettia there, some baubles, bells, Christmas presents, stocking, a wreath, snowflakes, some holly, a lovely stag there, and a Christmas tree. So how do they work? So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to choose your stencil. So for this one, I'm going to choose, which one is my favourite? I love the snow one, but I also love that stag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the stag. I'm going to bring him in there. So you've got two options now. You can either save a shape here, or if you right click and then save layer to shape. So it's an ornate reindeer with festive flourishes. Are reindeers and stags the same? So I've already got stencils there. So if I wanted, I could change the category, add a new category, and I'm going to put Christmas stencils. Stencils. So I've got a new category here and I'm going to save that. So once I've saved that, I can delete that from the image. And then in my shapes vault, you can see it loads up there. So these are all my different stencil collections. Click on that and then I click on that and bring it back in. I'm going to make that the full size of the page. So I'm going to go to transition. I'm going to click on fit to page. And then I'm going to go back into my vault, back, and I'm going to go down to backing papers. So it's up to you what colours you do everything. I'm going to choose, just scroll down. I'm going to bring in some red. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller and then I'm going to zoom to selection. So you can do it all one colour if you want. I'm going to lock my stencil there as well. So if you right click and press lock, or you can lock it in your set layers tab as well. The reason that I've done that is just so that I can't move that then. I'm going to go into my effect. I'm going to tone the opacity right down and I'm just going to make this smaller like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this to size. So using my free crop, I'm going to crop around the berries. Doesn't have to be exact. And then I can just edit that a little bit and I can send that to the back. So I have got another set here, but I'm going to do that again. Do the same process. Shrink down to size. Effects. Lower the opacity so that I can see through. Then I'm going to go crop, free crop. Because I'm using the screen, I can zoom in as well further. Just make them just ever so slightly larger. Zoom out. So what I didn't do with the other one is I didn't change the opacity back up. So I'm going to send that one all the way to the back as well. And I'm going to turn the opacity back up on this one. Then I'm going to get the green. I think I'm going to use, shall I use that green or shall we use a different green? No, I'm going to use that green. I'm going to stretch that up. If you can hear any dogs barking, that is our dogs and next door's dogs, one of our puppies. Turn the opacity right down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around the foliage on this one. So you don't have to do this. It's just the way that I'm doing it, just to add a little bit of detail and a bit of interest. I think it's the right word. Right, so again, I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to start here. Oops. Make sure you're on free crop. Go all around. Enter. Then I'm going to do the same again. Oops, I've got an extra piece there. So I'm going to bring that, I'm going to rotate that. Just to make sure it covers that part there. And then I'm going to press the effect again. Obviously, if you're doing several, just one colour, sorry, you don't have to keep doing this. Crop, change free crop. I'll show you that in a minute. It's a lot easier if you're just doing one colour. Foliage. Oops. Might be able to save that anyway. Like so. And then I'm just going to drag that out so it covers that. I'm going to drag it down just so that it covers that as well. And you'll be able to see that the red's still there. So what I'm going to do is once I've done this, I'm going to send that to the back. So press enter. Then I'm going to turn the opacity up on these two. So effect, opacity full, and I'm going to send them both all the way to the back. So you can see the red still showing through there. This is just a little bit too short. And that's perfectly fine. So you can see that's going to cover there. Right, now I'm going to get some yellow. If we've got it yellow, we'll use the gold for the stars. So I'm just going to Control C, Control V, because I've got 2 stars, I think. Oh, quite a few stars up there. That's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the opacity down. I might be able to just do one of these. So crop. I'm going to change that to a circle. And I'm just going to select that and I'm going to press enter. Then turn my opacity all the way up. I'll probably get away with doing that on all of them actually. C, V, take this one over here, send that one back. And that one back. And then I'll just pull 3 more in. As I say, I'm just showing you this is probably the hardest way to do it, to be honest, because I'm adding various colours to it. If you just want to do one, it's a lot quicker, and I'll show you that process as well. It's just literally a 2-step move. Right, now zoom out and just make sure I've got everything except for the stag. Yep. So what I can do now, I'll go into my vault and I'm going to do all of this one colour, and I think I'm going to go for that beautiful midnight because it's stunning, like a midnight galaxy type. Then I'll send that all the way to the back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my layers tab. It looks an absolute mess there, so don't worry about that. I'm going to go into my layers tab and I'm going to merge all of these together except for the top layer, which is my stencil. I'm going to merge and bake effects, and then I'm going to unlock my stencil. So that's roughly what it's going to look like. You can't really see it properly. And then I'm just going to quickly crop off this bottom edge here. Right, now that's done. I'm happy with that. I'm going to select everything, go to my crop, tick inverted crop punch hole, and then I'm going to click on crop using shape because your stencil is now a shape. Once that's done, remove the stencil, and there you have a beautiful stencil punch, and you can just pop a little sentiment or something on there. If you want to do it the quick way, this is super quick, guys. So I've chose my stencil. In fact, I'm going to delete that stencil, and then I'm going to show you from the beginning again. It will literally take a couple of seconds. So back, find my stencils. I'll do words this time. So we will choose we'll choose I like that layer snow. So fit to page. Sorry, you don't need to fit that to page. Save layer as a shape. I'm going to save it in my Christmas stencils. Save. Delete that one. You can see it's popped into my shapes already. Go to my vault. Choose backing paper. I'm going to do one of the lovely blues. I like this one. Fit that to page. Go to my shape vault. Fit your shape to the page. So transform, fit to page, select both, crop. That's already ticked, so I don't need to tick it again because we're punching the hole into it. Crop, let it snow, and there you go. It's got that gorgeous, gorgeous backing paper behind it. So that's just 2 quick ways of creating your stencils. Hope you've liked those, guys. Hope you love these new collections that we're launching on. Well, the Christmas one is launching today, and we're launching a botanical one on Friday on highlights at 1 o'clock. So if you've got any questions, give us a shout, and I will aim to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.